Let's be real, anime in 2025 is on a completely different level than it was. Visually, it's insane. Smooth camera pans, wild CGI integration, sakuga sequences that feel like blockbuster movies. But it wasn't always like this. Once upon a time, anime didn't need to rely on high frame counts or rely on triple layer compositing to be great. So, how did we get here? And when did anime become more about the look than the feel? Let's talk about how animation changed anime forever, for the better and the worse. Let's go back. I'm talking early 80s and 90s. Saint Seiya, OG Dragon Ball, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and Ranma. These shows weren't visually polished by today's standard, but they didn't need to be. The priority? Storytelling, character, dialogue, emotion. The budgets were tight, frames were reused constantly, and still, the passion was undeniable. Think about it. These were hand-drawn frame by frame, often under brutal time crunches. You could feel the grind in the art. And yet, people were hooked. The plots were deep, the worlds were massive, the animation was just a vessel. You didn't watch Yu Yu Hakusho for the sakuga. You watched it because Yusuke had heart. Now, fast forward to the early 2000s. This is where we see a shift. Shows like Naruto, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note come in and something starts to change. Suddenly we're getting episodes that look better, not just because of technology, but because studios started betting on visuals. The fights got more fluid, the action scenes were built to go viral, even if social media didn't really exist yet, and then you get something like Hellsing Ultimate or Kara no Kyokai. That's when the realization hit. If you go all in on animation, the fandom will just show up just for the spectacle. It was no longer just about storytelling, it was, how many frames can we throw at this scene to make it go crazy? And low-key, we loved it. And real quick before we keep going any further, if you're rocking with this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that you like this type of content and it pushes it to more anime fans just like you. And if you're a part of that new school versus old school debate, make sure you drop your take in the comment section so that we can talk about it. Now, let's get back to it. Let's talk about the moment that redefined everything. Demon Slayer episode 19. That scene between Tanjiro and Rui, it broke the internet, and for good reason. The animation was god tier, the choreography, the music, the impact. Suddenly studios had a blueprint. One viral moment equals millions in merch, game deals, and movie tickets. Studios like Ufotable and MAPPA saw what was possible. Now, look at Chainsaw Man, JJK, Hell's Paradise, Blue Eye Samurai. The focus is clear. Deliver elite animation first. The story, well, that's optional. Sometimes you get both, other times you just get eye candy. But here's where it gets tricky. Animation is at an all-time high, but we're also seeing shows that look incredible, but they feel empty. It's like the substance got traded for spectacle. Instead of deep arcs, we get overproduced fights. Instead of character-driven moments, we get scenes built for TikTok clips. This ain't about hating new gen. I actually love the new gen. But we gotta ask, are we prioritizing the wrong things? Because anime has always been a storytelling medium first. If we lose that, what are we even left with? Now, some anime strike the perfect balance. Mob Psycho blends insane animation with raw emotional arcs. Vinland Saga Season 2 dialed back the action but leveled up the humanity. Frieren proves that slow-paced storytelling can be enhanced by gorgeous visuals. And Ishura, that's the sleeper. It looks amazing, but it's building something deeper too. When studios respect both the art and the narrative, that's when we get masterpieces. And as fans, we gotta recognize and uplift those kind of shows, because we shape the culture just as much as the creators. So, where does anime go from here? Do we keep chasing the next flashy fight, or do we find our way back to stories that mean something? Truth is, we need both, the heart and the heat, the spectacle and the soul. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's what makes anime anime. I'm Kage, and if you watched this far, you're a real one for sure. Drop your favorite underrated show with bad animation but peak storytelling in the comment section. And hit that sub button because we're talking anime that matters every single week. I'll see you on the next one.